Sunday Morning Vibes. I'm your host, Tiki Booya, and we have the pleasure of interviewing Cartier Cody.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
Welcome back, because you were here before.
Yeah, I've been here a couple times. Never like solo by myself. I had my guy Sammy with me today. But yeah, I was here a couple times. Man, I really like what you guys do here. I like the setup. I like the vibe. I like how you guys tap in with the community and really, give people a platform and a highlight. I think that shit's super important.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And, thank you for supporting the show. I think that's one of the requirements. We like to, make sure that people that perform on the show actually come, but it's even more special when people continuously come.
Yeah.
So,
you got to make sure people rock, too.
Support artists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Cody, are you from Sacramento?
Yeah. So, really, it's crazy. I was born in Woodland.
Okay.
Right? So, I was born in Woodland. My mom went to UC Davis. She was going to UC Davis when she was pregnant with me, had me out in Woodland. And then I've kind of moved all over the place. I had to move around a lot as a kid. You know what I mean? Shit that's out of my control. So I've been all over the map. I've been out here. I lived in Merced. I lived in the Bay Area for a little bit. I lived in Spokane, Washington for 8 years. I kind of just been all over. But I've been back out in this area since I was 16. So I'll be 31 on Tuesday.
Okay, happy birthday! Sorry.
Thank you. I love you, Simon. He's like, I love birthdays. It is. And we kicked off Leo season super tight too. I did a show last night over Uptown Takeout with all my folks. You know what I mean? So big shout out to everybody who was out last night and followed up with today. So start Leo season off with a bang. And then on Tuesday my album is dropping called Big Wavy. So it's I'm really going into Leo season kind of talking my shit as we do. You know what I mean? So
tell us about your new album, Big Wavy. Is this your first album?
Nah, this is my second drop. This is my second album this year, but it's actually my 10th project. So it's actually my 10th release. That's why I had to kind of, put it out there I'm on some big shit with this one. So, I had to kind of step it up a little bit. In the past with my music, when I started making music, I really used it as a outlet, you know what I mean, to get all this shit that I didn't know how to express and I didn't know how to talk to people about. I just started writing it and putting it in songs, and I did one song and I put it out, and a couple people I put it on Facebook or some shit, you know what I mean, years ago, and people were like, oh, that's actually kind of good, man. So I just started going from there, and over time it went from that. It's still a creative outlet for sure, but it's I've come to a point in my life where I'm a little bit more. I got sober last year. Yeah, so last year I got sober. No alcohol, no drugs.
Sorry, can you pause and give him
only the herb.
Clap for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I mean, that kind of changed my mindset on things, and it changed how I was looking at things, and just with that in turn, my life kind of got better. You know what I mean? So I was able to take a step back and start to appreciate shit a little bit more, and really put myself on a level to where I'm constantly trying to just get to that next point. And that's what this whole project is kind of about, you know what I mean? It's from the start to the end, it's I'm really, really talking my shit, and it does get a little bit personal, but, I've gotten past that point of I said on my last project that I just dropped a couple months back on a thrift store, Dope Boy. I was this is my first project, there's no sad songs on, you know what I mean? So that was something for me that was kind of a milestone, because there was a minute there where I was just putting everything into that music, and it started to get a little bit, it was low-key depressing and heavy. You know what I mean? People were listening to shit and it's damn, bro, this song kind of fucked my day up a little bit. So I'm trying to get out of that, but the whole point of Big Wavy is just to really step up and talk my shit and be nobody can really tell me that what I'm doing ain't some big shit. So I got the brand moving too. I do the Wavy Dad Club. That's my clothing brand, and kind of just a club of dope ass dads, wavy dads that my big thing, we were talking about earlier, is we don't really get our flowers a lot of times. You know what I mean? And it's tough for men a lot of times to get that recognition. You know what I mean? And being a dad, that's first and foremost. You know what I mean? Once that happens in your life and you become a dad, it's that's your top priority, is doing things that are going to benefit your kid.
Right.
And the crazy part is sometimes you have to do things that right now it seems it's kind of confusing. You know what I mean? And that's like what being a wavy dad is. You have a dream, you have a goal, you have a business, you have something that you're working towards that is gonna benefit your kid in the long run. Sometimes in being a dad, sometimes you have to have that time away from your kids to go and get the money, to go and do the work. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just to highlight the dudes that are out there doing that, like, to give them their kind of like, you know what I mean, bro, you doing it, like, you doing that wavy dad shit where you taking care of your kids, you taking care of the business, you taking care of all the elements that bring everything together to make shit work, you know. So that's that. Yeah, sometimes I kind of like trail off on shit, but yeah,
that's okay.
To you know what I mean.
We like to let our artists talk here. I'm not one of those like cut and interfere. I'm like,
I appreciate it. I'll talk all day. So you know, what I mean, if you need to cut me off, feel free. I'm not offended.
We're good. How did you come up with the name Big Wavy? Like, where'd that come from?
Big Wavy.
So I'm like Cody, Wavy.
Well,
how did you get that?
I started Wavy Dad Club in like 2019, late 2018, and it just like I was just sitting there like trying to think of like a cool way to like something that was cool with dads, and like I was thinking about it, and I was like, what's some tight shit? And I was like, wavy, and I was like, Wavy Dad. I was like, that's kind of fire. And so like I changed my Instagram name, like right there, boom, the Wavy Dad. And I was like, oh, that's open. Bet. So I took that, and then once the brand started like moving a little bit, people were fucking with it. My Instagram name was the Wavy Dad, so when I would go to shows and shit like that, people were like, oh, you the Wavy Dad. And so like people just started calling me Wavy, like just off that, and I was like, well, fuck, we gonna rock with that. So then, you know, it started to pick up, and with the content of the album, I was like, that's only right. You know, call it like Big Wavy, like this some, you know, doing some
big waves, big waves,
exactly.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Because I try to do a lot. You know what I mean? It's like not just the music. Like I'm also like tapped in with the vintage clothing and stuff like that. I got a little store off Del Paso called Best Coast Vintage.
Nice.
You know, so I'm hustling. I'm doing music. I do the cannabis shit too, you know what I mean? So I've been around. I've done a lot of different things.
And only gonna be 31 on Tuesday.
I know, it's weird. I'm an old man though. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. I'm an old man at heart.
Wow.
I know.
I kind of want to transition a little bit. I'm curious because I feel like a lot of us artists, we struggle with addictions and things like that. And I think it's really hard for us to be sober, especially because it's so highlighted. Like,
well, and we're around it constantly.
Turn up and what is it that made you, if you feel like talking about it, like what made you want to transition into that phase? Like, okay, this is it. I'm going to quit drinking or whatever it is. Like, I need to stop. A
big part of it for me was I went back and I had somebody that sent me footage from a performance. And I used to go hard too, you know what I mean? So it was like, I wasn't just like, oh, let's have a couple beers. It's like, fuck that. Like, I'm pulling up with my own bottle.
Same.
You know what I mean? I got tall cans in my backpack. Like, I'm ready to rock. Like, I got a 6-pack in a bottle. Like, so I was doing that all the time. It was my daily intake. You know what I mean? So it was like, I was drinking a lot. I was drinking THC syrup and shit at the time too. Shout out, Go to Bed. Yeah, I mean, but when you cross those two, you know what I mean, you start mixing liquor and shit like that. My performances were just super sloppy. It was also it had a big effect in my personal life and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't want my kid to grow up knowing that I was like on that type of time. You know what I mean? Because she was getting to that age where she's starting to understand shit a little bit more. You know what I mean? And for her to see me in that state, you know what I mean, which happened like once or twice, and like I just didn't want to get to that point where she knows that that's the normal. You know what I mean? Like you were saying with the whole, like, this shit's glorified. Yeah. This shit's glorified and not just in music, it's glorified everywhere you look. Every time you turn on the TV, there's another, people running down the beach in the sun, and all that shit.
Sorry, cut you off. Even when you try to, like, stop, you know, you get pressured. It's like, oh, I'm not drinking, and it's like, come on, do it.
It's like, one of the only things that you have to explain to people that, like, why you're not. People like, oh, I'm not drinking. Oh, how come?
Right.
Like,
what's wrong?
Because it causes problems in my life. Yeah. Like, serious problems in my life. So that's why I'm not drinking. But you know, one thing that I tell people is, like, I've had people ask me, like, how do you still go out and do stuff and like be active? And it's like what I always tell myself is, it's like, you got a friend group, right? There's one person in that friend group that you don't get along with, but you know you're gonna see him every time. Every time you go somewhere, you're gonna see him. So you just do your best to keep your distance, remain cordial. You know what I mean? It's like, I know I'm gonna see him. I don't like that motherfucker, so I'm gonna keep my distance. But they there. You just always just keep that distance. And you have to tell yourself, too, it's like I wake up every day and I tell myself I know what I'm not doing today. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I'm doing today, but I know what the fuck I'm not doing today. And I'm not drinking. I'm not doing fucking, I used to be on some wild shit. You know, and it's like, I'm past that. I started early. You know what I mean? I started doing wild shit when I was like 13. You know what I mean? If I ran away from home, I was like living on Haight Street when I was like 14, sleeping on the sidewalk and shit like that. Like, my life shifted me to a point where it's like I was like down low real early, and so I've always been trying to climb out of that, and I found myself at a point where it's like if I don't make that change, I'm never gonna climb out of that spot. Mm-hmm. And then it's like I have daily reminders too. It's like sometimes you move through life and you see people excuse me, you see people that are going through it, you know what I mean? It's like sometimes you see people that are like long past, you know what I mean? And you gotta tell yourself, like, had they made that choice when like they could have made that choice, like things could have been different. And you're gonna find yourself in a position in your life where you gotta say, like, I'm in that spot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like I tell my young homies all the time, like, what you do right now, bro, in the next couple years are gonna determine your whole life.
That's it.
You know what I mean? So make sure you move smart through this shit, cause it's it can be difficult, man. So, you know, just keep a straight head and just try to just do your best to get through shit on a cool level. So I had to like take it back for a second.
Do you feel like being a parent has been able to influence your decision a lot better?
For sure. You know what I mean? Because it's like when you have kids, at one point, like, you gonna be gone. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do you want to leave for your kids to look back on? Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, so having a kid, for sure, it affects, you know, how I move through stuff, because there's a lot of stuff where, you know, I could have just done things the easy way, and just, you know, being a parent's hard. Like, you have to every day, like, work through things that you, because at the same time as you're raising your kids, you're like raising yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So especially for like, if you're one of those people that your family's not like tight, mm-hmm. You know what I mean, like, you always raising yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So sorry, you're fine. That shit, like, you gotta keep that in mind when you're raising your kids too. You know what I mean? Like, be patient, be easy.
Be patient with yourself.
That part, that's the hard part, though. You know what I mean? That's the real hard part.
Mm-hmm. Love you, brother.
Man, love you too, bro. So I wasn't trying to like get it all like serious and emotional and shit, but it's real shit.
It is real. I just think that's just a beautiful thing. Like I said, I feel like that is something that's so glorified, but I feel like it needs to be talked about more. You know, like, there's nothing wrong with having a good time, but there has to be that balance.
Right, but here's what I tell people too. I had a friend recently, you know, that I kind of got on him because he told me, he's like, yeah, bro, 6 days. And I'm like, cool, bro, keep it up. Next day, I see him like at Topgolf, and I'm like, this motherfucker, bro, I already know what he's doing at Topgolf. So I just hit him. I was like, day 7? And he's like, oh man, nah, you know, we all here having a good time. I was like, bro, you gotta understand, you've been having a good time for a long time. Yeah, I mean, it's like, how long are you gonna keep doing that? Oh, good times, like, that shit don't last forever. Yeah. You know what I mean? So at some point you gotta be like, hey, I'm gonna dial it back. Yeah. You know what I mean? But my thing is, I tell everybody, live your life, man. It's like, I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live. Right. You know what I mean? It's just, this is my perspective and my outlook on it. You know what I mean? And so I want people to live their life and be happy to the fullest and do, you know, everything they want and they can, you know. But my thing is, like, I'm at a point where it's like, I'm such a dad in my head. I'm like, just be safe, you know, be smart, you know, mm-hmm. make sure you're making the right choices. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I kind of have to put that out because there's a lot of people that didn't grow up with that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so it's like, sometimes you just gotta be that. And it's like, especially, it doesn't get talked about a lot in this culture and scene and shit like that. It's like, everywhere you look, it's just, you know,
turn up.
Everywhere you look, it's
turn up.
Yeah, and look at the cost. You gotta look at the cost of that shit too. It's like, there's a lot of real talented people that we've lost. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they couldn't get that shit under control. Yeah. You know, and it's like, I just didn't want to ever find myself in that position. You know, so I just try to keep that shit in mind, and it's like, do things, you know, to try to move forward what people have, you know, haven't been able to. You know, so. Sorry, I wasn't trying to get sad and real and shit like that.
No, it's real. And I appreciate you for being vulnerable and being willing to talk about it. Because like I said, I feel like it's something that needs to be discussed.
For sure.
And I love that that you are being an example for not just your daughter, but for the community, for other dads, and you're showing it can be done, that we can do hard things, we can make better choices and better habits, and I applaud you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Amazing.
I appreciate
Incredible.
Yeah, and if you knew me a while back, there's some people that have known me for a long time, and they can attest to the point that, you know, I wasn't living the way that I should, you know what I mean? I was messy, I was sloppy. I mean, I was doing a lot of like blow and shit too at the time. So there was just like a whole thing where I had to just step away from drugs and alcohol completely, man. It's just like really just look at the cost of all that shit. But like I always say, if you struggling with something, you know what I mean, find someone to talk to, tap in with somebody. There's a lot of resources to you know, reach out to and at least get, you know, a good voice in your ear when you're going through those things. You know, it's like sometimes people just need that little bit of that little, you know, time to vent and shit like that, and some people don't have that. So don't be afraid to reach out to anybody around you and just be like, yo, do you got a second? Sometimes it's all it takes. I think
also having another outlet, I'm learning to like replace that, because clearly whatever it is that you are needing to cling to is something that is crying out inside of you that's needing for attention. So what have you found that's been able to help you, like whether going on a walk or journaling, like what is it that you feel like you do?
I write a lot of music.
Helped you just
music for sure helped me keep my head on straight. Doing my own business and stuff like that too. I try to just, you know, somebody there was a quote I saw recently on Instagram, and it was like use all the emotions, all that anger and all that shit, like put that into your hustle, man. Like channel all that shit into your hustle, and that's what I was doing. It's like I said, I do the vintage clothing. Like I hit every thrift store from here to the Bay, you know what I mean, and I go and sort through all the nonsense and pull out the heat. And then I got my store over off El Paso, and I was doing every weekend like swap meets and little farmers markets and antique shows and stuff like that, and just flipping the clothes. So there's a lot of people out here that know I got the dope when it comes to the vintage shit. So tap in BCVTGCO on Instagram. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So come with it. Yeah. But yeah, just trying to just channel, you know, all the shit that I've been feeling into. My thing is, you can't have just one avenue. You know what I mean? Because you're going to get frustrated with one avenue. And then you're going to quit. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why sometimes it's like, I try to do my art, I try to do my music, I try to do the business, I try to, you know, do my family stuff, and just keep myself like always immersed in something. You know what I mean? Because like idle hands are the devil's workshop. You know, so it's one of those things where you got to keep yourself busy at all times, because otherwise you're going to find yourself in that spot where you like sitting there and like, you're not doing anything, and you're just like, what am I doing? And that's when you start going left. That's the right, but you start going left. You know what I mean? And it's like, so you just keep yourself always working on something. It doesn't have to be anything major. You know what I mean? It can be like grab a pen and paper and like draw something and just keep that as like something you're working on the side. And then, you know, like start a small project of sorts. Like just anything to just keep you like, oh, how can I keep doing this? And how can I keep doing that? Anything to just keep it like always progressing in something, always making something a little bit better than it was before. Yeah. You know, it's like, that's why I like doing vintage clothing too, because it's like sometimes I find stuff and it's like, this probably was going to go to a landfill. Like this shirt was probably going to go to a landfill had I not found it.
That's a dope shirt.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like 1991, me and this shirt the same age.
That's
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, but it's like taking something that didn't necessarily have, you know, that somebody didn't see the value in, and then taking that and giving it the value that it deserves. You know what I mean? Giving it out to the world. So I like doing shit like that.
I like that.
Thank you.
Cody, it's been a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you. You too.
Yes.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
you. You guys stay tuned for his album coming out next Tuesday on his birthday.
Yep.
Turning 31. I'm turning 31 this year too.
Hey, okay. Leo too?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, okay. She's like, hell no. I'm a Scorpio. Nah, thank you. I appreciate it. Girl.
Oh man, you're great. Just keep doing your thing, and yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're rooting for you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly.
Thanks for being here.
For sure.
Everyone can go get a snack. Woo!
All right. Well, we're gonna get it started. I brought my friend and fellow bad motherfucking Big Sammy. Y'all make some noise for Sammy one time. He's gonna do a couple songs for us. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I appreciate everyone coming. Y'all could have been anywhere, but you're here right now.
Right.
That's the type of shit I like and appreciate.
Yeah.
Push play whenever, my man.
All right.
Don't matter which order, though. It's kind of weird now holding a microphone.
Right.
So if you see me like this one a couple times, if you see me go like that, it's just because I'm used to it.
Not good.
I mean, Cody got emotional, so I might as well
Hey.
hit him with some emotional music. Yo, y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, growing up, all I know is I ain't like the shit. Pops beating on my mom like she wasn't shit. Getting tossed to my parents like I wasn't shit. Cried while growing up, didn't give a shit. Lived on my own, life was a struggle. Motherfuckers out here, I was trying to bubble. Me, I'm just trying to relieve stress. Understand every day I wake up that I'm blessed. Shit's a struggle, I know, you get through it. Understand I do it so you can do it. Bigger in charge, larger in charge. Understand I come through, but I do not charge shit. It's all love for free when it comes to me. I can make dollars at my J.O.B. Honestly, I'm just blessed to be here. Tiki Cody, I appreciate it, man. Y'all can cheer ass. I don't know, but I know. But I know it's far from here. Tell them, Remy. Shady said. Let me shine, let me shine. Hey, my man, you go to the next one. Just give me mine, give me mine. Something like. I'm not used to no breaks. Usually when I rap, it's straight.
Yeah.
You know, there's no breaks. 10 minutes straight and then the applause, so it's just a little different. I'm ready, love. What we doing next? Oh, yeah. We getting real personal, huh? Yeah, I figured it was a personal space so we could take it to a personal place.
Right.
Normally I don't do these songs because they're not all rah rah, throw your hands up like this ain't a, you gotta pick and choose, I guess. So yeah, a little bit more about me. Ha! People looking at me strange, telling me I changed. My replies all revolved, I can't stay the same. Ain't nothing good about my childhood and how we live. These kids the reason why we changed, so they ain't screwed up kids. When they grew up, when I grew up around here was hella rough. Roaches all in our stuff. Grandma made it less tough. When she came through like Pops once or twice a year. Other than that, shit, he wasn't here. Moms didn't work. We was welfare kids. We never had nice kids. We had to use our fists. Talk slick, make you slip on some blood that you drip from your lip. You should have sealed it. If it wasn't nailed down, we'd steal it for some cash, some dash, some blast. For the things that we never had. One block breaking bad, selling bags of the band. Trying to get a bill to feed the fam. Scheming up a plan. It's hella thick out here. One. Yeah, I ain't trying to be a P-O-M-E. I can't breathe cause it's thick out here. One. Yeah, be a P-O-M-E. Just a teen when they sent me to Fountain Springs. A 6-month program took me 2 springs. Mom and Pops never showed up, ain't nothing new. I was shocked when my auntie and my granny came through. The judge said I had to live with her. Walking around Woodland High, going to Woodland High, it was a blur. Graduated though, I don't really know how. We was in the streets every day trying to get you out. That's up, think we come, pop, lock, hit the drum before rap. I hung around fools, that's fun. You think it's tweakers, more like beat freakers. Shell toes and 86 Nikes and Puma sneakers. Shell toes with reefer, street jams and beepers. I'm with my cousin mixing dope in a beaker, trying to get that Saturday night fever. Rocking khakis with polos like polos on Easter. What's up? It's gonna think out here, bro.
My boy Sammy though, man.
Nice. That's what you want, that one? Oh,
Man, y'all make some noise for Sammy. I love this dude, man. Got so much talent and words too, man. All right, just catch my breath, catch
catch my bearings here for a second, man. Again, thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate you guys for setting it up. As always, you guys did a wonderful job. The setup is amazing. The vibes are right. We're gonna kick it off, man. I'm gonna do pretty much everything is off Big Wavy. I think there might be one or two old ones in there, but we're gonna start it off. I'm gonna do a little acapella for y'all real quick. This is one of my new ones. I don't usually do acapella, so I wanted to start doing them just to kind of get my shit right. So it goes, look, I ain't nothing like these rappers. Catch me with the politicians politicking backwards. Blow the brains out the opposition on the wall graffiti. My bitch will work hard, especially look like Nefertiti. I'm the pharaoh, you a ferret. And the desert dog, we different. Get chilly round my way, cause I ain't have a pot to piss and built the bricks from the mud that they tried to drag my name through. I walked through the fire barefoot, that shit was painful. This little piggy hit the market with a ski mask. And this little piggy let it scream, feel the heat pass. False prophets, Cartier, man, this is biblical. Should I turn water to a 40-ounce, performing miracles? Best Coast, running that's the name, they gon' fill you in. That boy a bad motherfucker and he play to win. They couldn't touch me with a 10-foot extendo. Play with Big Wavy, Molotov flying your window. Flow crazy like Kalichnikov, spitting never jam up. I come from the money for the bag, I'm hitting Santa. Down your bitch chimney, how I'm sliding like the big man. She know I'm set to blow like a shaking up Coke can.
Hey, nice. God damn.
Let's kick that first song off, man. I think, let me hear the beat and I'll tell you what it's called.
Sometimes just throw a set together and hope it works. Yeah, nah, I'm playing, but.
Oh yeah, this didn't make the album. This song. Nowadays, hard to tell the difference, pleasure or pain. All the nights on my own with a bottle and some cocaine. Metal to my head, man, I feel like John Coltrane. It ain't worth it, got plays, I got an audible. My daughter almost ate me rainbows and a pot of gold potatoes on the half. Half these rappers only halfway committed to the craft, half brain. Call them ashtray, but they can tell the bitches cheating in their face. Only welcome to the game, it's gonna put you in your place. Look, I'm bigger than my city, got the whole world in front of me. I'm the wavy dad, ain't a chance these son in me. Top 10, lyrically, they ain't fucking with me. I've been through the rain, felt the pain and it gutted me. The world fell around me, blinked once and it's gone. But it's deeper than these lyrics, put my soul in these songs. Blood in and blood out, but bitch I bled gallons, I could bleed a million more. I ain't running from no challenge, 10 toes to the earth. Where I stay putting work, mix the trauma with the violence. They can't forget it hurts, so we on different frequencies. Can't hear me, then don't speak to me. This the type of music for my dogs, we been whistling. Miss me with the fuckery, stand my ground, you stuck with me. The legend Cartier, the double C stand for luxury. Man, that you know, different frequencies. Run back and break that shit down one time when you listen to this. But let's go into that next joint, man. That song's called The Warm Up 2. Obviously, it's a flip on a J. Cole beat, and you know what I mean. I just had to. It wasn't ready. I was gonna put a second verse on it, and then I was like, you know, man, I'm just gonna leave it as a one verse. I'm gonna put it somewhere else where it belongs. You know what I mean? So, what we got next?
Fantasy in your head.
Oh yeah.
Getting out of the light.
Yeah, this song is called Price Double, man. That's how things are going nowadays. Not just with me, but the whole world. So, you know what I mean? When I tell you it double, don't be mad at me. Yeah. Sway me, dad shit. Yeah. See, I be laid up till my eyes see the sunrise. Still in first place, I ain't moving with them nice guys. Style incredible, poking like them edibles. I have to plead the fifth, cause the charges they be federal. Yeah, from the block and then the rolls from the concrete. We are not the same simple as around me. A true original, a master of my craft. Yeah, I'm talking tall on tracks, but they softer than my bitch's ass thick. Latin women love the wear, don't say tsunami boppy. It's a long road to the top and I ain't stopping. Every track a masterpiece, it's fine art at its best. When they hang me on the wall, I'm outshining the rest. Yeah, years I stayed humble, let them slander my name. While I was lost inside a bottle, took my L's in the game. Ain't too proud to say I cried, had to lose it all to make it back. Appreciate the things I had, cause twice I had to work for that. Yeah, ask about me. Bitches say my first race was only 13. In the closet, caught my first case for nights under bridges, trying to stay out the rain. Hitchhiking down the highway, trying to run from my pain. Spill blood on the streets, Jays kick me in my teeth. How's a player supposed to live facing constant defeat? Yeah, word till my pops came and pulled me out the gutter, tried his best to teach me right. I just ran to another. Seen a million different traps, I'm well versed with the hustle. It's real dope, have you stuck, barely moving a muscle. It's reality, and I don't think that they ready. The plan already in motion, can't explain it. It's heavy, this the way we take over, versifying my bonds. About to see me worldwide, catch a flight to Milan. Top 5, say it twice, Cartier, bruh, it's nice. You been asking for a feature, I just double my price. Yeah. Woo. You've been asking for a feature, I just double my price. Yeah. That's one of my favorite songs, man. That's one of my favorite songs. I love that joint. Again, Big Wavy dropping July 26th, man, my 31st birthday. I like to drop projects on like important dates, you know what I mean? Because it keeps me looking back every year at the progression. So last year on my birthday, I dropped Circa 91. Since Circa 91, I dropped Thrift Store Dope Boy on 420, and now Big Wavy, on my birthday. So it's just one of those things I try to just keep little. I know my birthday and 420 are like, holidays for me. So I just know that on those days, and y'all should know on those days too, there's a project coming. So every 420 and on my birthday, and we'll squeeze another one in there when we can. You know what I mean? But let's run that next track. Ooh, yeah. This song is called Museum Quality. Yeah. Shout out Section 600, man. He from the UK, but he nice this short. We crossing the pond on this one. Yeah. Look at all the tears I cried, would never take them back. Because they made me who I am today, I'm proud of that. Tell my youngsters, keep your head straight, you gon' make it out. Just keep your brains about your business, mind your bank account. Don't play with powder, fun and games until you catch that case. Play with pencil pushers, fuck around, get your name erased. The game don't love you, don't be fooled by all them smiling faces. You up, they down, cast do anything to trade you places. Don't shine too bright until you up and out the dark. Cause dudes be getting jealous, take you out with just a spark. Keep the peace within yourself, but never bend your knees. Life or death, raise the heat, take a breath, aim and squeeze. Shoot for the stars, dreams supposed to sound crazy. Catch me live at the Cow Palace, word to bricks and mania. But try to, cause I always keep it G. There's a thin line between game and disrespect to me. Listen, they tried to tell me how to move, but I'm not the one. And when these people see me, they'll say that's Becky style bananas with the seeds straight from God is untouched by the hands of mortal man. It should be treated as such, like I'm the best to ever do it. Write my name in the sky. I stay with you in spirit, dry the tears in your eyes. And on the day I leave this earth, they talk to God, and that's why He said it's simple. That's the type of dude you want by your side. Big shout out to Charles Manson for the sample here. Yeah, between a stone cold killer and a changed man. Change direction, had to change plans. All my life I've been the underdog, no poodle. Pussy try and see, ain't no fucking Beatle, so these clowns should probably let me be. Set to blow, I feel like Timothy McVeigh. Park the whip in front they crib to send the message, I don't play. Was nice in the beginning, but that love shit, it don't never last. I see the way they hate, downfalls of being best in class. They can't stop like this, take a risk and run like this. Don't let that smile fool you, I take aim and I don't ever miss. So cut this shit like they ain't know I'm on the clock. On a trip about this paper, kid, don't think I'll ever stop. From the morning past the dawn, that's the type of shit I'm on. Flashbacks and bad dreams like I was home from Vietnam. There's a war
scared to go to church. We in the field about the snakes, huh? Man. So one thing, man, I feel like, sadly, bro, I see a lot in today's music is a lot of people, you know what I mean? Nobody that I fuck with, but a lot of people that I see outside of that, man, kind of lost respect for the craft, bro, for the bar structure, for the metaphors, for the little things that you have to listen for when you break, you know, when you break shit down. So that's something I take pride in, man. I try to have shit that when you listen to it, you want to double back on a couple bars, you know what I mean? Like, second line. I have to double back and break it down. So, what we got next? Oh, let me sit down. Catch my breath a little bit too.
You actually project better when you're sitting down.
Yeah. Crushed velvet, virgin silk, vintage, Gucci crazy. Up tempo, white tee. Today I'm feeling lazy. At the shop, counting numbers like I'm Larry June. They asking about the rollie, don't trip. Blood is coming soon. Cartier's on my face for the namesake. Gold around my neck, on my fingers at the dinner days. We play it safe, we having sushi, she don't fuck with steak. I picked her up at 8 o'clock, she know I'm never late. See, I've been busy, but for you I make the time. You the type that's hard to find, I can't get you off my mind. Say she love me, I told her, girl, it's mutual. I don't really feel this way like usual, it's beautiful. This was like the calm break on the album, and there's like 3 songs in the album I had to break it up. Yeah. Lead a thrift with a duffel bag of dope. I feel like Carlos Slater. Me and my bitch, we getting money now. I'll check you later. Just booked a flight, we overseas. I feel like spinning in a jet. This the life, getting high, you ain't with us. See, they ain't on the team, they had the chance, they went and fumbled that. Now I see they mad, I'm getting paper like a running back. Running back, roll another, let that record spin. They hear them saxophones, we celebrating every win. Wavy dance, tsunami season, big wavy. It don't matter how they say it, either way I'm going crazy. Look, vintage bait to match the hoodie, I got all the dope. They saying they want action, but they actions say it, no they don't. Shit, I don't blame them, touching me sound like a big mistake. I picked her up at 8 o'clock. She know I'm never late. Yeah. I picked her up at 8 o'clock. She know I'm never late. Woo. Alright, what we got next?
What you want?
I don't know.
You got Yums.
Oh yeah, let's run that. Let's run that first track. Shout out to Yums Awkward, man. A very, very talented young man, bro. I'm proud to see his growth in the short time that I've known him, and I'm really excited to see what the future holds for you, Youngs. When you watch this, love you. Keep going. I'm just gonna do my verse off this. This is off my last project called Thrift Store Doughboy. This song is called In a Day. Let me kick that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, from the days of dirty kicks without a kid to the times I spent alone, feel like ain't nobody there. Still here, these days I'm just a better me, and I came out the struggle, I'm a real gutter celebrity. In Tree City, it's the land of the kings. Everybody want a piece and they'll die for their dreams. So watch the way you step it, even grainy, keep a weapon. These youngsters, they might kill you just to put on for their section. I feel like Switzerland, I don't play no politics. See, I'm just focused on my bank, I need a lot of it. I play it safe, I was raised in different ways. See, the OGs taught me young for that paper, you don't play, nah. Clean it up, no more cocoa, only Sensi smoke. She love my style and the way I make it choke, yeah. Like Larry Bird, the Nightmare, 33rd. And I speak it with conviction, they heard every single word. See, days been moving faster, I've been trying to slow them down. They been saying that they love me every time I come around. Respect the way, keep it cool, show your face. There's a process to this pimping, you can't learn this in a day. See, days been moving faster, I've been trying to slow them down. They been saying that they love me every time I come around. Respect the way, keep it cool, show your face. It's a process to this.
Like I said, big shout out Young C on the second verse. If you want to hear the whole song, that's over on all platforms. What do we got next?
Tell me.
Let's see. Let's see. Let me pull up my drive real quick. Let's see everything I sent you. Let's run that number 10.
Okay.
Yeah, number 10. This is actually the first song off Big Wavy, featuring my guy Felix B. I recently just linked up with Felix. I had met him through Johnny, man. Shout out Johnny Mula. And I heard Felix, man. He was just so nice, bro. And stuff, I heard him, and I posted this little snippet on Instagram. He heard it, and he's like, bro, like, let's run that. And I was like, let's go. And so, sure enough, it's the title track, or not the title track, it's the intro track.
They started moving. Jackals, hyenas, barking at them, laughing at them. They hit his toes. Eat food that's in his domain. They do this, and they get closer and closer, and bolder until one day, that lion gets up and takes the shit out of everybody. Runs like the wind. It's taking his best path. Because every once in a while, my lion has to show the jackals who he is.
Yeah, it goes. Style timeless like a fresh pair of wheat Timbs. Crack ass crackers got no flavor, call them wheat thins. Just don't make it, gotta keep it going. Keep it G, we breaking bread, I need to trust you fully. No half stepping, 10 toes, we pound the pavement. Getting tennis, shed a daily, kill the rats when they start racing. This job gets dirty and I swear to micro. These cats not fully in the shit they half-ass and it shows. Hands bloody but the kicks clean. Life belong on big screens. Telling me slow down but I don't know what that shit means. Cement shoes on the pedal, hit a metal screen. Push it to the limit, broke the meter, I can't read the speed. I close my eyes, test my faith inside this ride. If I drive it off the end, we reach the end. That's my demise. But if I chance to steering straight, then I don't ever touch the brakes. I just keep driving past these lakes and keep it pushing state by state. I might reach the destination I've been seeing in my head. Either victory or death. Leave the roadside being red. The fact remains I never stop. I took this bucket to the edge, past the point of no return. I can't stop until I'm dead. And even then, the way that I've been getting to this work, this is timeless music. Even if they kill me, they can't stop the movement. Cartier, the way we dad, I signed a lot of cats. Left the house with smokes and disappeared. I can't raise these brats. Plus I'm a Leo, run the jungle, need my crown for that. I didn't said enough anymore, they need to pay for that. Cut the record, drop my pad, hit the exit, start the joint. But first I notice I'm distracted by reflection.
It's too late to be scared.
You guys want to take a little breather? I'll take a little breather. Yeah. Take a quick second. A couple minutes, brief intermission. Get my next little order in right. And keep moving. Cool with everyone? Yeah. Good. All right. Let's do that. Yep. I felt the vibes. Big shout out to Johnny. Johnny is not here today, but he's here in spirit. He's got the second verse on this song. This is actually already out. This is all Big Wavy, but we dropped it as a single, so you can find that everywhere. It's called About Nothing.
Yeah, I'm getting paper cuts, taking pay cuts. There's a difference, so we don't speak much. No time for the talking, it's all about action. They saying I'm different, like lately I'm acting like all that I wanted here right in front of me. I wanted all the diamonds and luxury. Same old story, young man from the wrong side. And I hopped in the wrong ride. Been a minute since I felt the way I'm feeling. It's your story, be the hero with a villain. Yeah, it's all up to you. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm talking big ways, paydays, laughing while they naysay. Seeing where I started, say the kid came a long way. Clean kicks, dirty money, couple bad years. Stayed down, now the sunshine, it's all here. California for the women, we the weather. Took a while, but I got my shit together. Big smoke, windows down when I slide through. Kinda odd when I slap in the ride too. Hit the woo word to Sammy on the radio. Gotta show uptown, all y'all could go. Been a while since I felt the way I'm feeling. It's your story, be the hero with a villain, yeah. Let them talk, they ain't talking about nothing. I've been on the road, half broke, straight thuggin'. Can't stop, they ain't talking about nothing. Let them talk, they ain't talking about nothing, yeah. Let them talk, they ain't talking about nothing. I've been on the road, half broke, straight thuggin'. Can't stop, they ain't talking about nothing. Let them talk, they ain't talking about nothing. We can move to our next one. Woo! Yeah, shout out Johnny, he got the second half on that, man, that song. I love that song so much, bro. It's basically just do what you're gonna do, man. People gonna talk shit regardless. Everyone's always gonna have an opinion, man. So you just gotta remember that and be like, yeah, that's that shit, keep it over there. I'm gonna do what I do. Let them talk. They ain't talking about shit. Let's go. This is a throwback, man. This is a throwback. I like to do this song in a setting like this because it's very personal and it's a real song, man. I haven't performed this since the last time I was here. Yeah. They say they love the way I sing on top these melodies. No, I'm not perfect, but today I feel so heavenly. All my stress aside, I opened up my eyes a bit. Return my focus back to working towards accomplishments. At times in life we get caught up, but that's the way it rolls. Just keep your head up when you watch for what the future holds. Could be a blessing in disguise. Might never even see it when you stay with stormy skies, yeah. But when the clouds pass, the vision starts to clear again. Blessed to catch my breath, it feels so good to finally breathe again. I'm back on solid ground, I'm thankful for the life I live. I might not ever fly again, but I can't make no promises. Just know I'm working on it every single day. When it comes to I felt every single way, yeah. It's been a bumpy ride, the greatness never came for free. Ain't never had no time to hate, cause I'm my own worst enemy. Yeah, ain't never had the time to hate, cause I'm my own worst enemy. At times it's hard to love, trust me, please understand. I'm still beside you if you ever need a helping hand. We all we got, just tap in. If you need a friend, I'd rather hear your problems than to never hear your voice again. At times it's hard to love, trust me, please understand. I'm still beside you if you ever need a helping hand. We all we got, just tap in. If you need a friend, I'd rather hear your problems than to never hear your voice again. Another day behind the wheel. I'm thinking about the best way to express just how I feel. They told me, Cody, you should lighten up. I tried to find the nicest way to tell them that I just don't give a fuck. Been on the road, been known to put the miles in it. When it comes to money, it be tough to have a lot of friends. Too many snakes and far too many snails. Cause life is like a roller coaster going off the rails. Sometimes I drink too much, sometimes I think too much. Sometimes I get lost in my feelings and I sin too much. Been fighting demons when I look inside the mirror. But lately I've been squaring up and never show my fear, yeah. It's a battle every day just trying to stand my ground. But I'm still checking on my corners just in case they proud. Yeah, see even on my darkest days I try to find a way to smile. Like even on my darkest days I try to find a way to smile. Even on my darkest days I try to find a way to smile. Love. At times it's hard to love, trust me, please understand. I'm still beside you if you ever need a helping hand. We all we got, just tap in. If you need a friend, I'd rather hear your problems than to never hear your voice again. At times it's hard to love, trust me, please understand. I'm still beside you if you ever need a helping hand. We all we got, just tap in. If you need a friend, I'd rather hear your problems than to never hear your voice again. It's real shit, man. Just gotta catch my breath. That one's hard to perform. Let's keep it moving, man. We can move on to the next one. I think the next one's gonna be a little bit more braggadocious, if I'm not mistaken. So we can get out of that little heartfelt sad shit. But that's real shit, man. Like I said, man, reach out, bro. I mean, there's always somebody, you know what I mean? And if it's not real shit, shoot me a DM, we'll talk. You know what I mean? The line's open. Let's move on to that next one, man. Oh, yes, this is the title track, man. It's the title track of Big, baby. I'm talking big shit on this one. Hey, yeah. Vintage snap on my top, I don't rock the fitted. Stupid fly, check your bitch and I bet she with it. Stay consistent with this dope, we got my name buzzing. Haters talking, yeah, but they not really saying nothing. Keep it wavy, pushing work, I'm moving legal now. 1,000,000 grams into my belt, I'm nice to be around. Smoking something out your league like you ain't made the cut. This joint is special, took some time when I was rolling up. Say a prayer and spark the leaf, I'll let it burn. See, it ain't my job to teach you, cause they ask and never learn. It's something that you want with money. tell her? Yeah, classy told me and she let the way I say it. I know it's type, I know exactly how to play this. Little mama, what's the deal? Say you trying to take me home? Now she blowing up my phone, say she hates to be alone. Yeah, another split, another bag, bitch, I'm about my green. Catch me slipping for that paper, that's a sight I've seen. Said many moves and many moves, I've been working, baby. Lights flashing on me lately, I've been going crazy. Stay down, steady plotting on my come up. Nowadays I'm up and at 'em, drinking coffee for the sun up. For the early birds and worms, tell me which one you gon' be. They ain't applying pressure, big stepping, that's just me. I hear a lot of talking, name dropping, say they know the kid. You ain't with the gang, little bitch, you just seen the pics. And you ain't walking in these kids, so cut the shit. They know I'm dropping all this sickness, and that's where the six. Sacramento, that's my city, ain't no doubt about it. And I might pull up in a tank, boy, I'm about it. Learn from killers, watch a step, but they might break it back. And gave me free little brother, gotta pay for that. Tsunami season, big wavy, I ain't worried about him. I'm pushing dope, boy, I'm trying to get this dough about him. 100 packs, 100 times, I got my weight up. It's a problem, we can solve it, strong chances. Ain't no issues round my way, big chillin' like a politician. And they ain't playing with my clique, cause we the wrong division. Keep a heated cold summer, boy, it's getting chilly. They on the move, stepping wrong, and I might slap them silly. Flow impeccable, like daily, nothing fuck with me. I came up from the gut, I ain't used to all this luxury. Fresh troubles on the stage, I feel like Bam. All for the money, it done turned me to a bad man. Cody snap headline up on the front page. And I ain't looking for no peace, but just the wrong day. Fully charged, got the power, ain't no coming back. They heard the news, got them shook like they can handle that. Classics only, that's the motto, tell them light it up. And they ain't smoking like we smoking, roll that wavy up.
Woo!
How many more we got? What, 2 more?
3.
Okay. We got time? We good?
Yeah, I think we good.
Okay. Just let me know.
Let's see what we got.
So
Best Coast next.
let's run Best Coast. Yeah, Best Coast is off their store, Dope Boy, but it's like my most popular song off that.
Thanks.
You said what?
Thanks.
Yeah. Songs are flashy, you know?
Yeah. Time is money, ain't got time to explain. They can never understand the way it work in my brain. Don't compare me to these dudes cause they can't hold a flame. See, I came to make a name and the goal to remain. Yeah, on top of my city like a bird in the sky. Got me shooting past the clouds like the 4th of July. Yeah, and when I blow, watch me shine like the stars do. Catch me in the hood with my bitch eating soul food. All chick, all news, new ride, new shoes. If you ain't believe in the kid, what would you do? Keep it pushing, this ain't checkers, yelling checkmate. Everybody eating now, make sure you choose the right plate. Stakes are high, never cry when I say goodbye. And if she choose up, then I'ma take her for a ride. Show her the world like she ain't never seen before. Shorty got the business and she said it's unbelievable. Woo. See, I came to make a name and the goal to remain. Yeah. Man, how y'all feeling? Y'all with me? Yeah. Okay. Sammy, did I get you this? You got this for the radio? See, I came to make a name and the goal to remain. Yeah. Yeah, smooth type player, born and raised on the best coast. We can get it poppin', they ain't shooting at no best though. I don't really drink, no it's crib if I had so. Shorty playing games, so I slid to the next so. She know I'm sick with it, love me cause I'm quick with it. We gon' hit the mall and she make sure the kid get it. But I don't love her, man, what's up a rolling stone. Life is like a roller coaster, most of the time I roll along. To Sacramento, that's the city you can find me at. Catch me on the stage, burn a zip, then I run it back. Word to Gat Tree City, that's the place to be. I can flip a box off the top, cause I charge a fee. Ask about me pimpin' since the black top. I didn't put the time in, ain't shit about to stop. Yeah, Cartier on everything, bitches beg for wedding rings. I ain't never switched up, stay loyal to the game. Smooth city player, born and raised on the best coast. Yeah, man. We'll ride into, we got 2 more. Alright. I saved the best for last. I don't know which one this is. It's not the last one, so it might not be the best one. It's hot fire. Ah, yeah. Yeah, this is fun. It's wavy. It goes single stitch sleeves on the 94 Tupac. Got it out the gutter, hard to smoke like a moon rock. My gun been running over, pull another for the ones we lost. I've been making sacrifices, they can't comprehend the cost. Call it anthrax in an envelope. Bars will split your melon cash, same color as cantaloupes. These cats are fruity, fuck your feelings, sue me. The name is Big Wavy, I'm the star of this here movie. Look, the flow is ambidextrous, I can smack them with the left or right. Cartier, I'm set to blow, hoes screaming, he's dynamite. Just for the night, treat you right, and then I hit the road. The hair was nice, the pussy tight, but yo, I got to go. Money calling, I ain't never taking messages. I've been on the run and watching out for the stick-up kids. Slow the flow down, let them hear the poison sinking in. Commandeer their conscious like when Dr. Dre controlling M. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Yeah, they got nostrils full of powder, they got pockets full of steel, and they ain't afraid to kill for them $100 bills. I'm a menace, I'm a martyr, I'm a genius on my worst day. I've been playing nice cause I can do these cats the worst way. Don't let me speak my piece, got grown men with their feelings hurt. Y'all sit around and drink, I put the bottle down, put in work, don't ask me why I'm elevating. Do this on the daily shit, I started in a Honda, Lexus or Mercedes, Asian ladies, but my name French. California born and raised, looking so clean for a man who's always digging graves. Body catcher, putting rappers under soil. The way these dopes get smoked, all the fiends been bringing foil. I've been loyal to the game, never strayed from the main goal. I've been getting paper, whether it's dollars, pounds, or pesos. What they nasal with that pure. About to take this show on tour, and my click iller than yours. Whole style reap manure, keep it grimy with a polished blade. Give a fuck what Simon say. Cutting rappers down, roast they top like a creme brulee. Whew. Alright, got one more, y'all. Y'all rocking? Y'all with me? Yeah. You like that one? You like that creme brulee? I like that creme brulee. You know, I'm a chef, bro, so food bars automatically get me about it. This next song, man, is the outro on Big Wavy, bro. This is really in my opinion, it's my favorite song off the project, but it's also because they came together in like 24 hours. You know what I mean? It was like, bro sent me the beat, I heard it, I wrote to it, was in the studio, same day, and I was like, all right, cool, like we gotta run this, and this is gonna be the final song off the project, as well as the final song that I do for you guys today. I wanna say thank you all for coming. Sammy, I appreciate you opening it up. Everybody, thank you for having me. As always, Sunday, I'm glad you guys are the best. Let's kick that shit off, man. Shout out Fatherhood J, man. Yeah. Yeah, I got my money up and did this shit myself, cause ain't nobody help. I can't do the label, won't be stuck up on nobody's shelf. Concentrated talent, got them sipping the juice. I put poison in the Kool-Aid, help them tighten the noose. Kill the game, man, my city ain't see nothing like me. So nowadays you wanna work with me, you paying the fee. The rates going through the roof, sweet shit, I pull you too. I ain't even have to shoot, and they light from the booth. And I spit tsunami waves, I'll trample your town. And if they thinking shit's a game, turning smiles to frowns. I want greatness, give a fuck about the money or power. Cause men waste their life for power, get clapped the next hour. I want infamy, scared to speak my name, might catch a glimpse of me. These days I feel like Voldemort, might kill them in their infancy. It's meant to be, change the mindset, embrace my destiny. And I'm just getting comfortable, the best of me we've yet to see. I'm top tier, without a doubt, they just ain't fucking with me. Cartier and Clockwork J, C45 is history. It's bigger than my city, but it stay on my back. And you can tell that's good though, when you hear it crack they back into. Play my title, all that I got left to do is simple, big, weighty, everything I spit incredible. Like I'm hungry, must have something to prove. I'm only proving to myself, give a fuck about you. No competition, left them silent. Yeah, I said I tried to keep it cool and woke up and shows violence. Here's a message to the world, I ain't playing no games. And if they asking you who said it, tell them Big Cartier. Ah.
Shit.
Damn.
Very, very much. Like I said, the majority of everything you heard off that is off Big Wavy. There's a couple there that were off their store Dope Boy, but you can find my music on all digital platforms, Cartier Cody, just the way it sounds. And that's it, man. I'm out of breath. Thank you guys again.